Hey everybody, Danny here with Danny Murphy and Associates at First Team Real Estate. This is like a public service announcement that I want to talk about almost with other agents out there. So we're currently out there working with a lot of what we call bellers. So they're sellers that are also buyers. So they need to sell their property first before they can buy a property. Very common thing, buying contingent is a common practice in our business. However, what I find is that a lot of agents out there are not comfortable with accepting or entertaining contingent offers, and therefore they're not presenting them properly, I believe, in my opinion, to their sellers. So we have a lot of agents that we talk to because we have clients that are bellers, buyers and sellers, or sellers first and then buyers. And they're great buyers. They're strong financially. They're going to have huge down payments once they sell their house, or maybe they're even all cash. And they're willing to pay, top dollar for a property and provide good terms to the seller. But in return for that, the seller and mainly the listing agent needs to be willing to give the buyer some time to get their home in escrow and to get it to a certain point. And it's a contingent sale, right? Again, it should be a very common thing. We do it all the time for our clients, and we get great values for our sellers from contingent buyers. But what I'm finding lately, even though the market is kind of flattened out a little bit and sellers really need all the good buyers they can get, I find that there's a lot of listing agents out there that aren't comfortable with contingent buyers. And I really think that sometimes it's because they're not educated. Unfortunately, I'm just going to say it, that a lot of them don't understand the power of a contingent buyer and how to manage that contractually to manage and reduce the risk for their seller, which they can absolutely do if it's done correctly with the contracts. And then and so they're limiting their buyer pool for their seller because they're not opening it up to these contingent buyers that would otherwise make great offers, good prices, great terms. And so I guess it's just a public service announcement. I'm kind of ranting a little bit that I'd like to see more of our colleagues not reduce the buyer pool for their sellers because they want to eliminate or not entertain and not educate their seller on why they should entertain contingent offers. So if I had a soapbox, I would jump right off of it right now because I'm done on this, but I just wanted to kind of make that comment and put it out there for agents and sellers and anyone in the real estate world that wants to hear it. Thanks.